Okay. So yeah, now here what we are going to say is why can't we why can't we use assignment operator why can't we use assignment operator for accepting user inputs in list? That means we can correct way we have seen is a is equals to empty and then you can do a dot append. Every time you append one element, the one element is inserted in the list. Okay, let's say you are accepting one integer. But the incorrect way is, but which will also appear to be correct, but we cannot do that way, is let's say we have created one list. Why can't we do like this? A0 is equals to int input. Okay. Then next time लेना होगा तो फिर then you can write for new value you can write a1 is equals to int input, right? So
So
hmm,
the
yeah,
correct way in a dot append, shouldn't int input and inside input shouldn't there be another
yeah,
bracket?
correct. Wait. ठीक है?
Sir, in the incorrect way, is it syntactically wrong, or it is like not?
I'm coming to that. What is the problem with this? You can do it, but when can you do it? I'll tell you. Okay. So this is incorrect way for assignment. Assignment means accepting new value, but correct way for modification. What I mean by that, I'll explain.
Like means we need specifically this value only like that. So
No.
When we need to change a particular value in the list, which we have
Yeah,
already given.
list if list is already existing, then you can change the, let's say, what I mean by that is this works, that is, if list with index positions already existing, then you may modify the elements of the using assignment operator. Assignment operator. However, if an index position is not existing, index position is not existing, then assignment operator cannot be used. Assignment operator can't be used. Okay, what I mean by this is let's say there is a list. A is equals to, I have created one list, your hard coded list. I am not accepting from user. A1 to 10. Okay. Then if you want to add fourth value, how many index positions are here? 0, 1 and 2. Okay, 3 index positions. Till 2, right? Now, if you want to create a third index position, then what you will do is a dot append, and then you can accept new integer value as int input. Okay. So now let's say in this you give a value as, just a minute. No, I thought I had missed brackets here as well. Okay. Let's say here you give a value as 15. Then what will be your new list? Your list will change as 1, 2, 10 and 15. Okay. But now if you want to change, let's say how many index positions have now appeared? 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 positions have appeared, but ranging from 0 to 3.
0 to 3.
Okay. Now, because index positions are existing and at those index positions you have the values, then you can, using assignment operators, you can make this 1 as 100, this 2 as any other number, 34. Okay. Till 3. But you cannot accept new value using assignment operators. So assignment operators can only modify the elements at the existing index positions. New index positions cannot be created using assignment operators. That means this is allowed. A2 is equals to 17. This is allowed, but A4 is equals to 50 is incorrect. Why it is incorrect?
Because A4 does not
A4 doesn't
exist.
exist.
A4 does not exist because fourth index position 4 does not exist. Position 4 does not exist. Okay. So now is it clear why we cannot use this for creating, like for example, why we cannot use, I'll write it next page. So therefore, tell me, will this work for just for accepting the list? N is equals to user has given how many in the list. Okay. Now for I in range 0 to n or 1 to n plus 1. Let's say we'll take 0 to n only so that we can use this concept.
Sir, range. RANGE.
Okay. Now, tell me why, if you are accepting only integers, tell me why this is incorrect for accepting. First time you want to ask user for the value A0, then A1, then A2. Sir, 10 will
A0 is
be
not
7.
created.
Yes, Ankit. Modification हो जाएगा. So yeah, tell me.
Sir, A0 does not exist yet.
Does not exist because so far the list is, this will be an error, incorrect, as list is empty and index positions do not exist. Okay. We already know, we know that assignment operators can only modify the value existing value at an already existing index, but cannot create a new one. Cannot create a new one. ठीक है? Is this concept clear? Why we cannot use equal to create a new index position? That means why we cannot use equal to accept a new user value? Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so because equal to can only be used to modify the value at an already existing index positions. Okay, that is, it is only used for modification. Therefore, we cannot do that. अगर देखना है तो एक बार example भी I'll show you. Let's say A is an empty list. Okay, and then append, I'll write 2. I'm giving a value of a hard-coded value as an input. Now, if I print A, we'll see only one element. Okay, let's say I again append it with something new. I. So second value, the value which you will append will always come at last. So now list has become 2 comma high. Yeah, any doubt?
So the first value entered will have a position of 0.
Yeah, first value will have a position of 0, second value will have position of 1, third value will have position of 2.
Okay, sir.
That means any value that you append always creates a new index at the last. Append always creates a new index position at the last, and at that index position, the value is the new element. The value that you put is a new value that you give is put as an element. Okay. So you can see print A. Now, so how many values are there? 0, 1, and 2 index positions. Now what you can do is you can try out creating a third index using this. Let's say I give 50. List in assignment index out of range. It is telling me that the index position that you have given is out of range in the list. That means that element is not existing in the
Sir,
index
could you
position is not
use
existing.
box bracket or normal bracket, sir?
Where?
Like A of 3. 3 of 3.
That is always used. Index position indexing. Indexing always uses box bracket, be it list or a string. A3 बता रहे हो, index बता रहे हो ना, you are telling about the index.
Yes, sir.
So indexing always uses box bracket, चाहे list में हो या string में हो. Okay. So now, because that index position is not existing, देखो everywhere we have been writing that only. देख रहे हो, you have box bracket, box bracket, box bracket, box bracket. ठीक है. Append करने के लिए append, because append is a method, we use this parenthesis to provide argument. Okay, but when you are referring to a particular index within that list or a string, you will always use box bracket. So indexing uses the box bracket only, be it list or a string. No, what is the difference between a dot that the first line that you have written a dot append, देखो, is incorrect. I'll just open what he has shared. So this line that you have written is incorrect. Append only accepts one value at a time. Okay, and second value is correct. Second thing that you have given is correct, because here you are giving only one value in the list, and that is the list itself. Okay, so this is correct, but here because you have used two separate integers as an argument, and because append only accepts one value as an argument, so this is incorrect. Here the value
Sir,
is
so
one.
the second,
Yeah, bolo.
so the second one is the sublist.
Yeah, dekh lo. I'll recreate that. You are providing one data type only. Dekho, only one value of one type should go. So I'll explain this once again, then I'll show you. Here you are providing values of integer types, but the values are 2. Here you are providing a value of list type, but the value is only 1. The count of the value is only 1. So as append can accept value of only one type, one single value of one type, therefore this is correct because there is only one single argument provided in the append parameter of the append function. Okay, but here you are providing two values of integer types, but it should accept only one. So this is two elements within a single value, that is a list. Therefore this is correct. Dekho, 2,4. Okay, so first element is 2, second element is of another data type string, third index position 2, or the third element is having again a string value, fourth index position, okay, that is position number 3, index position 3 is having again one value, but that value is list itself. Okay,
So can we change the position of the append, sir? Like, can we make it the first element or the second element? Like, it's always the last element, right?
That means I didn't get you.
So when we do a dot append and give an input, that input always goes to the last element of the list. So can we change the position of the element, sir?
Changing means how? You want to insert a value at first index?
In between. Yes, sir. Like in between high and -4.
We will see that there is one way, that is using insert. ठीक है, उसमें कुछ अभी नहीं बताऊंगा, but I'll just give you a hint. A dot insert. Okay, I will specify 2,7. Okay, something like this. Okay, तुम देखो अब, चलो बता ही दिया तो देख लो. Did you see, Rolvin? Insert method is used to create a new index as well as insert at any specific index of your own that जो तुम चाहते हो.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So we can use instead insert as a substitute for append as well.
Yeah, But insert insert method will accept two arguments. One argument is the position, index position at which you want to insert, and second argument is the data value that you want to insert.
Okay, sir.
Okay. But can you do something like this? देखो. So what did you understand here? Ki, let's say your list was having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 index positions. उसके बाद तुम कुछ भी दे दो. Index positions more than 4. 5, वो हरदम, it will always insert value as at 5th position only. So if the elements are existing, index positions are existing, then it will insert at the required index. But after that, if you give any value greater than the index positions existing, it will only create the last index, new index, which will be next in turn. Okay. So insert ko we will discuss again, because you asked right now ki how to insert or how to accept user input at a particular position in the list. So therefore I mentioned that ki insert is used, wherein the first argument of the insert will be the position at which you want to insert the value, and the second argument will be the value that you want to insert. Is it clear, Rolvin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Prithviraj, is it clear why your first a.append, that is 2,4, was incorrect, and why second is correct? Because the first one was having two data types, okay, and the second one was having only one data value that was of list type, but the first one is having two data values of integer types, and because append can only accept one data value at a time, therefore your first statement is incorrect and the second one is correct. ठीक है. So this thing, ki I was telling you something else. Yes. So एक बार मुझे finally everyone tell me कि is this concept that you cannot use this assignment operator to create a new index, but you can use assignment operator to modify the element as an existing index. Is this concept clear? Yes, Ruchika, I think you joined late. So is it clear to you? आदित्य को समझ में आ गया. Yes, रुचिका, पूजा, हाँ, okay.
Yes, sir.
Nanika. Okay.
Understood, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. Fine. अभय, समझ में आ रहा है? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. But is there any way using which we can, let's say, use assignment operator to accept values? Yes, there is one way. Let's say if somebody asks, so I will mention here. A way to accept user input using assignment operator. See, we will use assignment operator to accept user input, but we won't violate this rule. ये rule को violate नहीं करेंगे. Let us see how. Using assignment operator. What will be that? देखो. Let's say we will take one empty list. We will ask from the user ki how many elements you want in the list. Let's say how many elements you want in the list. Then what we are going to do is, before we can accept values using assignment operator, we will create those many index positions in the list. How? Or this line was not necessary, just a minute. We'll simply write. We'll ask user how many elements you want in the list. And then when the user says, I want a list in which I want, let's say 5 elements or n elements, whatever, n is an integer. So we can do a is equals to 0. Let's say here user gives a value as 5. What will this line result in? Replication kar rahe hain, just like a string. So what will be the result of this if value of n is 5?
5
list
index
contains
positions
0.
will be created.
A single list will be created having 5 zeros. Okay, replication hai. Okay. Now are the index positions existing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Means now we'll modify it then, sir.
Yeah, now we will modify it with whatever the value user gives. No, sorry.
Mostly the same thing only, na, sir.
Same हो गया, that is correct, but I am showing you a way कि ऐसा कोई लिख दे, because at times if you are going through your books, textbooks, so they may give you a value of user accepting user inputs, the way of you accepting user inputs this way. And then you might get confused कि sir had mentioned कि assignment operator cannot be used, how they are using. So the crux is that they create a sort of pseudo list. Actually, it is a list, but not the required one. So sort of a false list they create. See, pseudo list is not a terminology. I'm just, for the sake of explaining you people, I'm saying pseudo list. So this is not a required list. But what they have achieved using this replication method is that they have created an index positions. Now, once index positions are created, they can be modified. So now we can write, let's say if you want to accept any type of number in numeric value, then you can write float input. Now, actually here, you are not creating the index positions and inserting the value. Index positions are already created, but you are simply, first time I will be 0. So A0 will be modified with whatever new value the user gives. Next time I will be 1. Then A1 will be modified with whatever the new value user gives. Why I am using the word modify? Because index positions have already been created, though the elements at the index positions were the ones that we did not require. But anyways, we are changing it. So by the time this loop runs a required number of times, you will get whatever was the desired list of the user. तो ये समझ में आया? Is this clear? We are not violating the rule, but yes, sort of we are creating a pseudo list with required index positions, and then we are modifying all those index positions one by one with the required user input or with the required value from the user.
So what about strings?
What about strings? That means I didn't get you.
Means can we modify with string by inserting
question? I'm coming to that.
You are given float input, no, sir.
We have done?
We have done float input, so string, how can we do, sir?
Why not? Acha, I thought you were asking a different question. Okay, okay. You want to have a list of strings?
A combination, sir.
अच्छा combination तो इस method में possible नहीं है. And why not? It's a possible है ना. Let use अच्छा ये बोल रहे हो कि now because I have written int input so it will create a list of integers only, or float input so it will create a list of float values only. But what if the first value user wants to enter an integer, second value user wants to enter a string, third value user wants to enter again an integer, fourth value again an integer, fifth value again a float, like that?
Yes, sir.
ओके उसके लिए कुछ चॉइस लगा के इफ एल्स लगाओ, ट्राई करो, ट्राई इट ऑन योर ओन, देन आई विल डिस्कस टुमारो. आई जस्ट गिव यू एन हिंट. यहाँ पे टेक सम चॉइस वेरिएबल. यहाँ लूप के अंदर यू राइट इफ you ask for a value in choice. If choice is equals to 1, then please enter an तब वो ai is equals to int input कर देना. If choice is equals to 2, then ai is equals to input कर देना. That means for a string. If choice is equals to 3, then ai is equals to what you say is your float value कर देना. Are you getting an idea what I am suggesting you?
Yes, sir.
So try it out.
Sir, but in that way, it isn't random, no, sir?
No, you will, before accepting value from the user, you will ask the user, okay, at this index position, the element that you want to insert will be a string or a float or
Okay.
an integer. And accordingly, you will use either int input or float input. Try it out and remind me tomorrow. I'll discuss if you're not able to solve. Okay. Yeah, choice is a function, but not here in random module. We will see it later. So ch ले लो ना. ch ले लो. Try avoiding the name of identifier for which a function is existing. Use ch. Okay. Now we are coming to a concept that is again a very important concept in Python, but थोड़ा समझ लो, उस पर ध्यान दो. So far we have seen that lists are mostly similar in behavior to which other data type?
Strings.
Strings. To strings. In what ways?
Concatenation and replication.
बहुत सारा चीज सिमिलर है. We'll list them one by one.
Indexing.
Okay. Concatenation, replication, indexing, slicing, indexing, slicing, then you have execution of loop. दोनों में for I in S कर सकते हो. S is a string and for I in A if A is a list. Okay. Execution of loop. So major things you find that lists are similar to strings. Now a very important point, the difference. Major difference between string and list. List data types or types. ठीक है, देखो strings and here I'll write lists. If you write S is equals to hello, and let's say you have a list here is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now tell me, if I write A print A1, and here I write print S1. What will be the output in both the cases?
The case of lists, the output will be 2, sir.
And in case of strings, what will be the output?
E.
Letter E. Well, Ankit, we will see string formatting, don't worry. Here the output will be letter E, and here the output will be integer 2. Okay. Now tell me, what will happen if I do A1 is equals to 50, and then again, wait. Then again, if I write A1, what will be the output?
50, sir.
That means list will get modified, or rather, print A. What will be the output?
It will be 153.
15345.
List bolo. List 150.
List 15345.
List close. Okay. If I do here S1 is equals to O. String, I give one string, but single, and then I write print S. What will be the output here?
Sir, it will show error.
Why?
Not be edited, sir.
Not,
Letter E
not be edited,
cannot be
sir.
modified.
Did you try that?
No, sir, just guessing.
Just guessing. Yes. Your guess is correct. This line won't reach at all. Error will be thrown here itself. Error. Okay. This will be unreachable line. Why? Error is thrown on the line above it. So this line will never be reached. I don't know. Spelling sahi hai nahi. Anyways. So why this line resulted in error? Because this is the point of difference. The difference is इसको हम लोग ये है कि lists defined once can be modified but or whereas strings once defined cannot be modified. So technically speaking, therefore, we say lists are mutable while strings are immutable. Just a minute. While we say strings are immutable. Mutable and immutable means originally defined if a particular data type can be changed, then that will mean that such data types are mutable, whereas if originally defined, if that data type cannot be changed, if the change is not allowed, then that will mean that particular type is immutable, or you can say it cannot be changed. ये concept clear है? Just have a look.
Yes, sir.
Because we can see the list when it was originally defined, we can change its elements, but list when originally defined, we cannot change its element. Okay, and that is its characters at particular index. Strings, we cannot change the characters at particular index positions. Okay. Now, tell me one example. Considering that lists are changeable and strings are not changeable, then why does this happen? S is equals to hi print S. करोगे तो what answer you will get?
Hi.
Hi.
You will get hi string. Okay. Now, if you write, can you do this now?
Yes, sir.
Have we not changed the string?
Not actually, sir. In this case, we've changed the identifier. I
We
mean,
have
we've
changed
modified the identifier, not the string.
We have modified the identifier. Identifier is same as S.
Sir, we
We've
have
basically
created
changed the value of the
Change the
identifier,
value, sir.
the
Change the
data
value.
type.
that is a new string, sir. We
That's
didn't
a new
modify the existing string.
Okay, that's a new string. देखो होता क्या है? When you write hi, what happens? A new variable is created with the content hi, and this is a string which is labeled as S. Okay, this is S is pointing to or labeling or identifying the memory location or the variable having the value hi. When you reach this line, what happens is the moment you specify a new string, what happens? I earlier had told you that this gets erased and here hello will come.
Over
Right?
it.
Will be overwritten. Actually, मैं अभी तक गलत बता रहा था तुम लोगों को. So that this day I could clear it up. It never gets overwritten. The moment you change the value of an identifier, a new variable is always created. And what happens is this linkage breaks and this S starts pointing or S becomes the label of another box or the memory location containing that. Okay, that is the case happens. So why this happens? This happens because strings once created, उसको कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ सकते हो तुम. You cannot destroy it because strings are immutable. Okay, so strings can in strings neither can it be changed nor destroyed. ठीक है? As they are immutable. So overwriting is also not possible. is also not possible. Understood?
So is it the same with the float and integers as well?
Correct. Yeah, it's same. So I will continue the discussion again on this mutable immutable thing tomorrow. For now, sir, one more difference is in consecutive locations, strings store the individual characters while हाँ आदित्य ये तो तुम सही बोल रहे हो पर इतना टेक्निकल कौन पढ़ाया है तुम्हें? That is correct. Your understanding is 100% correct. ठीक है. So what I fear is कि ठीक है you have understood it correctly, but confuse ना कर जाओ. इसलिए मैं तुम्हें वैसे नहीं बताता हूँ. I will definitely take you one day to that point. Okay. So let's not get into that. What you are saying. For now, if you have understood, okay. Others may ignore right now. I will tell you what he means later on. For now, अभी देख लो. But yes, your concept Aditya is 100% correct. I will conclude with this and tomorrow I'll again start discussion. Okay. Data types का मैं chart बनाऊंगा. So all the data types that you have to remember, study. Numeric. Within numeric, you have int, you have float,
Complex.
you have complex. Then second type of data type within int, people at times also mention int के अंदर int भी आता है and boolean दोनों आता है. At times you will see this. And boolean further has only two values that is possible. True with capital T and false with capital F. Okay. Then is sequences. Don't worry, ये कुछ नया चीज नहीं है. You have already studied two of its members. Strings and lists. यही reason है because they belong to the same family of data type. Most of the characteristics that you found was similar and they behave in the same way. Indexing, slicing, तुम्हारा फिर then concatenation, replication. It's not by luck or by anything that's a mere coincidence because they belong to the same family of data types. They show most of the properties which are similar. And third one is again in the same family tuple. Trust me, if you have understood list now, this is a matter of 2 minutes. Exactly same as lists, but here it is a type of list wherein you cannot change the values. It's an immutable list. Okay. And finally, that we have to study in our course is a type from the map family, which is known as dictionary. Dictionary. Okay. इसमें ones which are immutable. This, don't bother about this. जिसको मैं circle कर रहा हूँ उसको ignore करना. Okay. This and this, they are immutable. What all are mutable? Even this is actually immutable, but which are mutable is lists and dictionaries. So whichever are the mutable types, that means whichever once defined can be changed. Okay, for this new variable creation doesn't happen. That means you can go inside and one by one change the value. Of course, new variable creation will happen in those cases also if you write equal to and specify a second value. But like here, index position, going inside the variable and changing that variable or destroying the variable altogether won't be permitted in these cases. Okay. Further, we will take on this topic tomorrow. And whatever Aditya has said, that also we will explore, but in 1 or 2 classes. ठीक है? तो ये I hope कि आज थोड़ा बहुत mutable, immutable का idea लग गया होगा कि once you create a variable, the original variable cannot be or original value at that variable cannot be changed or cannot be destroyed. Whereas in case of mutable, the original value, you can go inside that variable and you can change its value or values, whatever is contained within that. Okay, ठीक है. चलो with this जो भी doubt होगा एक बार revise करना इसे, revise it, and tomorrow we'll explore once again very comprehensively. ठीक है. So this is if you can complete all these types na, so our syllabus will be over. So we are right now we have done this. इसको देख लेंगे कभी 10 minutes में. Boolean का भी understanding है, true false होता है. Strings also we have seen. We are almost on the verge of covering or completing lists. ठीक है. And tuple will take one class more. मतलब this week, by the end of this week, all the data types will be covered except for dictionary. Okay. Chalo, very soon we'll be able to complete this syllabus. Okay, I'll stop the recording.
Thank you, sir.
You can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.